Hey guys, Solo TCG here with another Final Fantasy video. So today, we finally got our 2024 World Championship deck box. So we'll be unboxing this today. This comprises of two decks that were copied from last year's champion. I believe it's the one is a Refia Wall deck, and then the other is a Firewater deck. So let's open that right now just to see the contents. Shout out to Shuffle Emporium, so they were able to provide this earlier this afternoon. If you wanna check this out, this is the I believe this is the easiest way to get into the game now, because the value of these cards are actually pretty insane for the amount that you're paying for. So, World Championship 2024. So any new player, honestly, I would recommend, highly recommend to buy this. So wow, so it gives you the full list of the decks. Actually, looking at this palang, oh look, oh, Clive, this is already 2k a piece. I mean, if you were buying it a few months ago, just not sure now since this came out, it might tank. But honestly, regardless, like this Tidus is, how much is this? 1k each, maybe? Yeah, 1k each. What else is expensive here? Warrior of Light is around 500 each. Pyro 500 each before. I really don't know how much the value is now because of this. Brynhilder, Amaterasu, all Zack, Lunafreya. Lunafreya's here also. This is honestly, this is crazy because the amount that I paid for like 3k for this in Shuffle Emporium, but grabe, solid. Okay, so let's look at the deck box. Okay, so we only get two decks, obviously. Is there anything here? Okay, nothing here. Just put this down. Wow, out the get from the get-go, you see the expensive cards. That's crazy. Okay, so let's go through this first, the Clive. I really believe if you want to start playing the game, you should buy this and then just supplement it from the or with the cards that you really want to play, because some of the cards here are staples and pretty expensive if you buy standalone from the original set or even the Legacy Collection set. Okay, so let's go through the first deck. So I will just show the value here, but honestly, this is like, is that, oh, we got dents, but it's fine. I don't really mind. This is like for playing. So this is like 2k a piece. Oh, it's very sticky. Okay, so like 3k already. This is what, a few hundred. The Ifrit, because you can get this as a box topper if you buy the Opus 24 Realm. You get 3 realms. Gao. This is like, I remember this is like 400, 500, and then this guy's like 400 also. Grab the value here. And then Witch of Defense. Okay, Tidus, this is pretty common. Okay, Tidus, you get 3. Let me just put it here. Firion is, I believe this is like 200 maybe a piece. You get 3 here, yeah. Because the Firewater, it's really strong. You can discard one card when it you can just discard a card, and if it's a fire card, it gains 2k plus first strike, and if it's a water card, it gains 2k and you can activate it, so you can like bait your opponent into attacking you. VV, honestly, thank God I got a VV. I needed one of these. But I think I have that VV somewhere. Princess Goblin, this is an extra. Yosef, how many Yosefs? Oh, I just got a foil of this. Haha, lol. Thank you, Paul. Leonora. Oh, I wanted to get this. I remember someone playing this. Um, Porom, Hilda. I needed this. I don't have that card yet. Larsa. Pretty easy to get this Larsa. This is like also expensive before, but you can get this in the 2024 anniversary set. So you get 3. This is 19. Oh, sorry, 18 from Resurgence of Power. Goblin. Yep, this gives you haste. You put this in the break zone, it gives you haste, and then you draw a card. Bomb. I'm missing 1 goblin. I have 2. Maybe I'll just use this set because it's kind of weird if I play 2 that doesn't have this. Phoenix is also very good. You can when this enters as a monster, you can deal 9k to something. And then you can remove 4 cards from your break zone so that it can turn into a forward with 9k. So it's pretty strong. Atomos is also crazy. I think this was like, I bought this for like 300 or 400. Blue Worm is a staple in monster decks. Tross, I believe this is the first time I've seen this. Feel to, you can draw 1 card. Oh, this is, okay, once per turn. Damage 3, so damage 3. Action ability until the end of the turn. Tross becomes a forward. 7k when Tross attacks. Choose 1 forward, 4 cost or less. Return it to your opponent's. Oh, okay. So it can do a bounce when it attacks. Oh, that's crazy. Kadav. Opponent selects 1 forward of 2 cost or less. They control opponent in the break zone. This was probably good back in the Una days. Choose 1 forward, put it in the top of the. Okay, so it bounces as well. Okay, so I'm seeing the LB somewhere here. Okay, so this is the one I'm talking about. This is one of the really good LBs, especially for water. Like this pile alone is like, sorry, I don't think you see it. But like if this pile alone from the first with the Tidus is already like 3k probably. So it's pretty crazy that they reprinted this. Luso, Little Lila, and then Ultima Weapon as your I guess your ace, because for fire water. For each when it enters, if you have 4 or more fire character, sorry, including him, you can choose 1 forward, deal at 9k, and then if there are also 4 water characters including him, 4 or more, your opponent selects 1 forward they control to put in the break zone. So like this is crazy that they reprinted this. So I'll just put this at the side so we can see the second deck. Warrior of Light deck is one of the more popular decks as of now. It's also still really good. I think for as a support to this deck, you could probably get the new Lena and the new Faris just to add a bit more oomph. Oh, there's a damage to the card. Okay, that's kind of sad that there's a damage, but I think since these were mass produced, I don't really mind, and it's very cheap. You can still buy the original from Opus 19 from Nightmares, probably 800 maybe. So you get 3 copies of these for 3k. And that's crazy. Bash is like 300 maybe. Zidane is also like Zidane is still a top tier choice. When he summons or when he enters the field or when he attacks, you can look at your opponent's hand and then remove from play 1 card and they draw 1. So essentially, the moment you play him and he attacks, you can remove 2 cards from your opponent's hands. Faris is also really good. Oh, how many Faris is there? Okay, just 2. And then 1 Terra. Oh, you get 1 Terra. Okay. I have 3 of these. I never actually use them. Maybe I'll use them in the Materia Cup or something. I've been itching to use what do you call this? Warrior of Light set. RX also pretty good. And then the star of the show, which everyone hates, Refia. So at the beginning of your attack phase, you only have one auto ability, which is triggered when you start your attack phase. You can activate all the Warrior of Light, Job Warrior of Light cards that you have. So that means that for those from Doll, you turn it active. If 4 or more are activated by this effect, you draw 1 card. And then the thing that everyone hates is the Doll 4 active Job Warrior of Light. You can choose one forward your opponent controls and bounce. Put it at the top or bottom of his deck. So that's pretty crazy. Because it's not it's an action ability and not a auto ability, so you cannot ammo that except for the first part. Probably you can catch it most likely. Luneth, a standard for Warrior of Light because it's your fire card. Yeah, you get 3. I believe the King Tycoon you also get 3 or 2. Okay, you get 3 here. Claros maybe 1 or 2. Okay, 2. Okay, Tyro, also very, very useful. It's an EX burst and it can produce any CP color that you want. Kryl, also a Warrior of Light. It's a standard as your Earth backup. So you need Earth, Water, Fire, Wind to cast this guy so that you can use his effect. When he enters, you can activate all the backups you control and then you draw 1 card. So like, it's pretty crazy. Seraph FL, same. I think you run 2 of these. Yeah, you do. Just 2. And then Lena. This alone, before the non-foil, is the most expensive hero card ever. I think, probably ever. Because of the value. It's a 2-cost water. Every time your opponent uses an EX burst, you can draw 1 card. For the value, plus the S ability, which is also enhanced with Opus 26 with a new Lana as a feeder for this. People have been using the new Lana in order to abuse more of the race ability. So you can race probably back to your field Faris or even Zidane. Yeah. And Refia. Amaterasu, which is also considered a staple fire summon in any fire deck possible because it's probably the most broken card because it doesn't target a forward. It doesn't target a character. It targets the auto ability. So the cards that have this card cannot be chosen by your opponent's summons, blah blah blah. It's bypassed because it says choose 1 auto ability and not choose 1 forward. Brynhilder's also pretty good. I believe you get this in the FF13 starter deck. So you deal a forward with 5k and then you draw 1 card if it enters the break zone. So it's pretty good value. Miss Dragon, also a very important card. It has 3 effects. You can cancel a 5 cost or more, 5 cost or less summon. You can also protect 1 forward you control from having damage and getting broken. And the last one is you can remove all cards in your opponent's break zone and then you draw 1 card. So you prevent them from either using like the Lena S if they choose something from their grave or from this card Kusith. So if they choose like a forward or backup they control in their break zone, you can use Miss Dragon as a response in order to stop that from happening. And Kuchulain is also a staple in water decks, I believe, because it makes a forward lose all their abilities until the end of the turn, meaning no S abilities, no auto abilities will trigger if ever, and then you get to draw 1 card for 1 cost. And then going to the LB, you got the staple Zac, so it's a 3 cost, it's cheap. You get to play this, deal something 3k. Shantoto is also staple in most LB decks that have Earth because it is a, what do you call that? A last, like a Hail Mary if you want to wipe your opponent's board. Noctis, very important. I believe, honestly, I would be running 2 Noctis instead of 1 Zac, only because it is like a Kusith. It not really a Kusith, but it's like a budget Kusith. It can get back 1 forward in your break zone if you really need something. And Luna Freya, I believe you get 2 of these, right? You get 2, right? Right? Yes, you get 2. So this is also very good in a Refia wall deck, only because Refia wall decks have a high number of EX burst cards. So Luna Freya, when you summon them, you reveal the top 5 cards in your deck and you add a card among them. If that card has an EX burst, that EX burst triggers. So in the event that I, for example, get Tyro, Tyro is one of the 5. I trigger the EX burst, so I search for a forward, and then if I play Tyro, the EX, his effect, I get to search another forward again. So Luna Freya, very good, and in general, very good for EX burst. But you don't really need to trigger the EX burst if ever. You can just opt to get the card, and that's the main point of her ability. And last, Warrior of Light. This is a really good LB as it protects all other forwards you control. But the limitation that he has is you must have 3 or more job standard unit forwards or job Warrior of Light forwards to cast Warrior of Light. So if in case you don't have the 4-color wall, you get to play this, assuming that you can get, I believe, Arc, any of these Arc, a Faris, and a maybe not him, obviously, because you're going to cast same card name, Warrior of Light. You can have Arc, Faris, and also Refia right here, Refia. So if you have these 3 on the board, sorry, if you have these 3 on the board, you get to cast this guy, and for the opponent, they have to kill Warrior of Light first before they get to your 3 guys. So pretty strong combo there. Overall, I believe I should put the total of value for the cards here, but let me know, because honestly, if I were a new starting player very interested in playing the game, just this alone, I could play a very competitive deck, because again, this was a deck from the champion of last year, 2024. Okay, I think that's it for today. I'll see you again with another video next time. Peace.